got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0. Booker with no one around, traps in the tray. Booker's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Suns. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here's KD, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Miller grabs the miss.
Not really what we expected. He wants that one back.
Edwards looking it over. Over Booker. Clock at 6. Gobert. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
When Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge dunk.
Here's Durant. A kick out to O'Neal. Gobert pulls it in. Edwards with it. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Here he goes. And Edwards with the stuff.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
O'Neal, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. He makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Edwards can't hit. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Yeah, that was two very evenly matched teams. But in the end, it came down to who executed better down the stretch.
And it's done in the corner. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. Now I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thanks, David. To the paint. Nice shot by Gobert. And that's now 9 points for Rudy Gobert.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
O'Neal wide open. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. So it's the Timberwolves now. 7-point differential. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
Yeah, and those are the type of losses that kept me up late at night. They were 1-2 plays away. You think about every possibility just to get 1 or 2 more buckets.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by the Suns. To the middle. Here's KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging.
Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Nurkic. Minnesota with the rebound. Has to Gobert. Offensive rebound. Alexander Walker with the ball. Gobert, no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Nurkic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Alexander Walker on the wing. For 3, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Just 5 on the clock. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family.
Pass to Richards. Fires from deep. And pays off the assist by Jones.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
To Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
To the inside. Iguodala. Gobert with the defensive effort. Now, Alexander Walker. Second chance shot. Misses off the right iron. Suns trail by 9. Pass to Iguodala. Morris outside. Right side, Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Basket counts.
Jaden McDaniels.
McDaniels got 6 in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
That's the end of the
An
first.
unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves
31.
holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that time.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
Here's McDaniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Minnesota shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done. I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Down low. Here's Reed. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Inside. Garza.
Luka Garza.
Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Outside for Beal. Back to Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Oh, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to Alexander Walker. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns trail by 14. High arcing shot. That one goes in. Booker's got 5.
And the deft touch from Booker. I love when he gets fancy and lofts it up there like that.
Luka Garza.
Chalk up 2 there.
The assist.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Clark with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Dunn. Back to Beal. Just his first attempt. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Back to McDaniel.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Suns trail by 14. And it's Dunn in the corner. And the 3-ball is good. Dunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to McDaniels. There's the triple. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Booker outside. And it's Beal in the corner. Booker with it. Guarded now by Clark. Right side Durant. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 11. Pass to McDaniels. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Booker left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
How about a big hand for your Suns youth dance team?
Both free throws good from Booker.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
To the paint. And finished off by Gobert.
What a night for Rudy Gobert, playing with confidence, looking for ways to score.
And Durant gets it to go.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Phoenix foul.